Good morning, students. Welcome to the Science 1 class. We are discussing about the acid, base, and salt chapter. Today's our topic is electrolysis. Okay, so chapter number 5, acid, base, and salt. My name is Gautam Vankar from Ganesh Nagar MPS Secondary School, Kandivali West. Electrolysis. To understand what electrolysis is, let us perform this activity. How to perform this activity? For this, take a solution of 1 gram copper sulfate in 50 ml water in 100 ml capacity beaker. This is the figure represent whatever we are taking and whatever we are the apparatus arranging. Use thick plate of copper as anode and carbon as cathode. Arrange the apparatus as shown in the figure and pass electric current through the circuit for some time. Do you see change? In the above activity, copper appears to have deposited on the portion of the cathode immersed in the solution. How did this happen? When an electric current started flowing through the circuit, the cations, that is Cu2 plus, the valency of copper here is plus 2. Ions in the solution got attracted towards the cathode. Copper atoms are formed when electrons coming out of the cathode combined with Cu2 plus ions. A deposit of the copper appears on the cathode even though. Let us first perform this activity, then we will understand what exactly happening. Here these are two electrodes. Now what is meant by electrodes? See, here we are arranging a setup of a solution, that is solution of CuSO4 copper sulfate. Here bluish color is showing copper sulfate. This thick and thin one is the electrons of, this one is the carbon electron and this one is copper electron. Both are conductor. Okay, we join both the electrodes through a battery and switch by a wire, electric conductor wire. Now what happened? As the current passes through the conducting wire, metal wire, similar current can also be passed through the solution. And how it is passed, we have to understand in this activity. Now let us see. This is the carbon electrode and this one is a copper electrode. Now what happened as we switch on or we complete the circuit or switch on the circuit, what happened? Electron start coming out of the battery and moves along. The CuSO4 solution get dissociates into Cu2 plus and SO4 to negative. After the dissociation of the ions of SO4 copper sulfate, the copper get attracts toward the cathode, that is negatively charged electrode, and SO4 attracts to the anode, that is positively charged electrode. Now what happened? Deposition of copper on the electrode thicker, or the deposited can be seen by the layer over the electrode, can be observed through layer over the electrode. So from this activity, what we understood, that the solution of CaSO4 passes current through it. The solution of CaSO4 passes current through it. How does it carry the current? As we complete the circuit, after attaching a battery through the terminals, switching out the circuit, what happened? Current start flowing Hence, the CuSO4 compound CSO4 get dissociates into Cu2 plus and SO4 to negative ions. So these ions actually carry the current. A deposit of the copper appeared on the cathode. See here, the copper deposited and the electrode becomes thicker, or the shiny surface can be observed over this on this electrode. Even though the Cu2 plus ions in the solution were used up in this manner, the color of the solution remains the same, because while electric current was on, electrons were removed from the Cu atom of the anode and sent to the battery through the electric wire. Now, after performing this activity, the bluish color of solution remain constant. It will not change because electrons come from the battery to one electrode. Similar electrons goes out of the electrodes to the another terminal of the battery. So because while the current was on, electrons were removed from the Cu atoms of the anode and sent to the battery through the electric wire. The Cu2 plus ions formed in this manner enter the solution. In this way, decomposition of the solute in the solution took place due to the electric current. This is called electrolysis. This is the definition of electrolysis, in which what happened, the solute get decomposed. After applying electric current, the solute get decomposed. This is called decomposition of solute due to electric current. It's called electrolysis. Here, solute CuSO4 get decomposed. It means the ions of CuSO4 are dissociates into Cu2 plus and SO4 to negative. So the dissociation carries current. There are two parts in the electrolysis process. These are the anode and cathode reaction. The two parts of the electrolysis process takes place in the above activity are shown below. See, on cathode, the reaction occurs is Cu2 plus ion plus 2 electrons. 2 electrons coming from a battery negative terminal, and Cu2 plus ions is coming out of the, as the CuSO4 dissociates into the solution. Hence, the combination of Cu2 plus and 2 electrons makes copper ion neutral. Hence, you get the copper metal, copper atom. On anode reaction, what happened? The copper ion, the copper atom get dissociates into copper 2 plus ions and 2 electrons. The copper acquires 2 plus charge, 2 positive charge after releasing the 2 electrons. So from anode, this released 2 electrons goes to the positive terminal of the battery, and this Cu2 plus ion is dissociates into the solution or moves towards the cathode. Now, points to remember: it is necessary for the liquid solution to have large number of dissociation ions for electrolysis to take place. This is the necessary condition for any solution or liquid. For to conduct the electrolysis, the ions should be dissociates in large number. Ions should be dissociates into large number. Large the number of dissociation of ions. Dissociation means the ions should get depart from each other. As CuSO4 is a compound, here Cu ion and SO4 ion should get detached from each other, should get debonded, means their bond should be broke and ions individual get separated. This is the dissociation. Large the number of dissociation, more is the conduct of electricity through the solution. Therefore, substance which undergo dissociation to great extent in the liquid state or solution are called electrolysis. Substance which undergo dissociation to a great extent in the liquid state or solution are called electrolysis. Whatever the substance in this liquid state, its dissociation is happen after applying the current. then we call the process is electrolysis. Salt, strong acid, and strong bases are electrolytes. These are electrolyte examples of electrolytes are all salts, because salts will dissociates into positive and negative ions easily. Then strong acids and strong base are also dissociates easily into the positive and negative ions. But in place of strong acid and strong base, if you take weak acid and weak base, you will not get a proper electrolyte. Hence, weak base and weak acids are not electrolyte, but strong acid and strong base are, and any salt can be dissociates easily. Therefore, salt is electrolyte, can be used as electrolyte to conduct the electrolysis process. Their solution have high electrical conductivity. So now, high electrical conductivity, high electrical current can be gained. How can we get the high electrical current? Since more is the number of electrons or more is the number of ions present to conduct the electricity, we get maximum current to it. So it depends, the electrical conductivity depends on the number of ions present to conduct the electricity. More is the dissociation, more is the ion present, and more is the electrical conductivity. In other words, electrolytes are good conductors of electricity in their liquid or solution state. An assembly that consists of containers, electrolyte, and the electrode dipped in it is called electrolytic cell. Now, this is the figure in your book textbook given. Here is the key. Here is the voltmeter. Here is the battery. Now, what happened here? This is a cell, electrolytic cell in which electrolyte present in the form of liquid or solution. These brown and black both are yellowish brown, and these black are called electrode. The negative one is called cathode, and the positive one is called anode. So this is made up of a carbon, this is made up of a copper. When you connect these two electrodes to the battery, what happens? Current start flowing through it. The electrons from the negative terminal of the battery come out, enters to the carbon electrode and dissociates the ion in the solution into Cu2 plus SO4 2 negative. Then these ions further carry current towards the another electrode, and here the reaction occur is copper plus copper dissociates into further two electrons. These two electrons can be carried towards the positive terminal of the battery. In this way, the electrolysis process complete. The main content of this electrolysis cell or electrolysis is to understand the electrodes, the electrolytic solution, electrolyte and electrolytic cell. So the electrolytic cell consists two electrode and a solution of electrolyte. The electrolyte must be in liquid state or in the form of solution, and the solution is of either salt, strong acid or strong base. So the dissociation of ion must be occur, otherwise the current through this solution cannot be passed. Next one, if pure water is used in an electrolytic cell, current not flow even on putting on the switch. Now what happen if you use pure water? Pure water means only the ions of, only the molecules of H2O, 2H and 1 oxygen, molecules of only H2O is present. H2O is a neutral. H2O is neutral molecule, and the property of H2O is the H2O do not get dissociates easily. H2O do not get dissociates easily. Therefore, pure water, when we use pure water in the electrolytic cell, current does not flow. It means pure water is a bad conductor of electricity. The pure water do not conduct electricity. But now, when the water conduct electricity, now let us see further. From this, we learn that pure water is a bad conductor of electricity, and we have already seen the reason behind this. The concentration of H plus and OH negative ions formed by dissociation of water is very low, only 10 raised to power minus 7 mole per liter. See, the H plus ion and OH negative ions dissociates very low. It means they get separated from the molecule very less. They do not get separated from their neutral molecule. So, however, the electrical conductivity of water increases on mixing a small amount of salt or strong acid or strong base in it due to their dissociation and electrolysis of water takes place. Now, what happened? The pure water do not conduct electricity. Now, to conduct the electricity through water, we have to add a small impurity in it. The small impurity in the form of salt or strong acid and strong base. If we add this, now what happens? See, this is the molecular structure of NaCl, that is salt. Okay, so these are some bluish and greenish um, elements are Na and Cl arranged in well manner to combined in a definite structure to form NaCl compound. Now, what happens when you put this NaCl into the water? What happens? The Na atom gets surrounded by the water molecule. These are water molecules. These smalls are water molecule. The two here, the two showing hydrogen and one is oxygen. Likewise, see this one is oxygen and this one two are hydrogen. So these are water molecules. As we put NaCl into the water, what happens? The NaCl, Na from NaCl get dissociates and water molecules surrounded to the Na, similarly Cl. So Na and Cl get separated. From NaCl, Na and Cl get separated. Na get a positive charge, Cl get a negative charge. Hence the salt get dissociates. Salt get dissociates. See, this is the crystal of NaCl salt. As it dipped into the water, what happened? Dissociation occurs. Okay, solute get dispersed in the water. It gets soluble salt get disappear in the water because the Na atom gets surrounded by the water molecule. Similarly, the Cl atom also gets surrounded by the number of water molecules, and this dissociation happen. Now, if we take this solution as an electrolyte and dip two electrodes in it and attach a battery through the two terminals of the electrode, then what happens? The current start flowing through the solution because the solution contains negative ions and positive ions. As the current get negative and positive ions in the solution, current start flowing through it. Hence, the dissociation of salt in pure water makes the water conductor. Pure water is bad conductor, but when we add some salt in it, this water becomes conductor and conducts the electricity because NaCl get dissociates into the water as shown in this figure. Now electrolysis of water. Now water itself get electrolyzed. To understand electrolysis of water, let us perform this activity. Dissolve 2 gram salt in 500 milliliter pure water. Now pure water is not a conductor. To make it conductor, we have to add some salt in it. Let us dissolve some 2 gram of salt in it. Take 250 ml of this solution. Okay, to understand. here water and we are adding some salt in it. Okay, then water, take this water into the beaker, then put two test tube. The test tube are put in such a way that it have electrodes at the bottom which are connected to the battery of positive terminals and negative terminals. These are two electrodes. These are two test tube. Now as the circuit completes, current flows through it. Now see what happens. The water level of water decreases through the test tube. Okay, it means the, the place of water these are the two test tube taken. To understand the electrolysis of water, we have to take water with salt. Okay, this is the water with salt. Now put this water salt solution in the apparatus shown. The apparatus in such a way that it contains two metal electrodes at the bottom of it. Two metal electrodes. These are electrodes. Okay. So now these electrodes are further connected to the two terminals of the battery. This is a battery. Okay. So these are the two terminals of a battery connected to the two electrode. Now further take the test tube and that salt solution into this test tube and put those test tube into the electrolytic cell in this way. Put the test tube over the electrodes in this way and start the switch it on, complete the circuit. Now what happens, current start flowing through it. Since it is a salt solution, salt get dissociates and current start flowing through it. Now what happens, as the current passes through it, water start decomposition. The decomposition of water begins here. As the water decomposes, water consists of the water is a molecule of oxygen and hydrogen. So the decomposition of water, obviously you get hydrogen and oxygen. So there are two elements in the molecule of water, hydrogen and oxygen, and here are two electrodes. So in one electrode you are getting hydrogen and another electrode you are getting oxygen gas. As the water decomposes, we obtain two gases in the two electrode. Now in this activity, how to identify which one is oxygen and which one is hydrogen gas is also shown. Okay, in this we see the process. We are obtaining the two gases. The decomposition of water is going on. Now take out the test tube and check which gas is present. See, the burning candle burns with bright flame. It means there is oxygen, and in another test tube the candle burns with bob like sound and give blue flame. Therefore in another test tube it is hydrogen gas present. So electrolysis is the process of sending electricity through water and decomposing it into oxygen and hydrogen is called water electrolysis. So here we understood the concept of electrolysis of water. Okay, now let us read. Fill two test tube with bring with the prepared dilute salt solution. Invert them on the electrode without allowing any air to enter. Start the electric current under 6 voltage potential difference. Form the power supply. Observe what happened in the test tube after some time. In the above activity, if electric current passed through the electrolytic cell for longer time, what change will be seen at the anode? The at the anode and cathode, gas get deposited. Answer for this question is gas deposited on the anode and cathode. Second question, would water be a good conductor of electricity? Pure water is not a good conductor of electricity, but impure water or salt solution or water with salt or any strong acid and strong base can be a good conductor of electricity. Now, next question. Did you see the gas bubbles forming near the electrodes in the test tube? Yes, we can observe the gas bubbles can be formed near the electrodes. Are these gases heavier or lighter than water? The gases collected above the water, so it's obvious that gases are lighter than water. Therefore, it is come out of the water and deposited on upper side. Are the volumes of the gases collected over the solution? Is the two test tube are the same or different? The volume of gases collected is not same. Volume of gases collected is not same. Actually, they are different because there are two atoms of hydrogen and only one atom of oxygen. Therefore, volume of hydrogen is more than the volume of oxygen. Therefore, volumes are not same. Next one, it is found in the above activity that the volume of gas formed near the cathode is double that of the gas formed near the anode. So this is how we had prepared the apparatus to make to understand the electrolysis of water. In this way, the electrolysis of water can be carried out taking a beaker, then putting two test tube. In this way, putting two electrodes in it and connecting the terminals of battery to the two electrodes. After passing the current through it, the anode and cathode releases a gas, and the test tube collect those gas. In this one, the oxygen is collected, and this one, hydrogen is collected. Hydrogen is almost double in the volume as compared to the oxygen, because in water molecule there is only one oxygen and two hydrogen. Therefore, the volume of hydrogen is more. Okay. Scientists gas formed near the cathode is double that of the gas formed near the anode. Scientists have shown that hydrogen gas is formed near the cathode and oxygen gas near the anode. Now, scientists have the well-known test to identify which one is oxygen and which one is hydrogen. So they showed the hydrogen is formed at cathode and oxygen is formed at anode. From this, it is clear that electrolysis of water has taken place and its constituent element have been released. What happened at the electrolysis of water? The water get decomposed into its constituent elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Now, what reaction takes place at the anode and cathode? Let us understood. Now there is water at both the electrode, cathode and anode. There is water present, but at cathode what happened? Water get two electrons from battery and it becomes H2 gas, hydrogen gas, and two OH negative ions. The two electrons from battery adds to the two molecules of water. It becomes the hydrogen element gets separated, becomes hydrogen gas, and two OH negative ions as an aqueous solution remain in the solution. The gas released is get collected over the at the upper level of the test tube at cathode. Now what happened at the anode? There is water. Now water is get separated because of the current flowing into oxygen and four ions of hydrogen and four electrons. These four electrons go towards the battery through the positive terminal, and these four hydrogen ions remain as its state is aqueous, so it's remain in the solution, and the oxygen of two atoms is in the gaseous states, so it come out of the solution and get deposited on the upper level of the test tube. This is what happened at the anode, and this is what the reaction happened at the cathode. Okay, now let us revise what we have seen in this chapter till let us revise what we have discussed in this chapter. We had discussed about the acids and base and their reaction. The first reaction we discussed is neutralization reaction, in which acid and base react with each other and gives salt and water as its byproduct. The neutralization reaction can be understood by certain examples, that is HCl and NaOH gives NaCl salt and H2 water. Then we had the reaction of acid with metals. We understood the reaction of acid with metals. The reaction is taken place according to the reactivity of the metals. Sodium is the highest reacting metal and platinum is the lowest reacting metal. Is the series in this way the metals react with any acid. We have also discussed various activities to understand the reaction of acid with metals. Many examples we discussed. Among these, magnesium ribbon dipped into the sulfuric hydrochloric acid. We see what happened. The gas release, that is hydrogen gas released in this reaction, can be tested by the burning candle. The burning candle produces a pop like sound, which can gives an idea that hydrogen gas is produced in the reaction of magnesium with hydrochloric acid. Mg plus hydrochloric acid gives MgCl2 with hydrogen gas. Another reaction we saw is acid with oxides of metal. Now, oxides of metal, to understand this, we had taken the example of ferrous oxide and HCl. The ferrous oxide and HCl. Earlier, when ferrous oxide is mixed with water, no reaction takes place. But when we add some few drops of HCl acid in it, the ferrous oxide gets disappeared into the solution. In this way, the reaction occurs. The reaction of acid with oxides of metal. Now, what is oxides of metal? The product of metal along with the oxygen is called oxides of metal. The metal is already reacted with the oxygen present in water or in the gaseous state is called metal oxide. Like iron always reacts with oxygen present in the air and causes the rust or corrosion. So this is called oxides of metal. Now the reaction of base with Oxides of non-metal. The non-metal here we have taken the example, not taken the particular example, but we have understood by certain examples and also solved the given activity by completing the table, filling the blanks. Here we understood the oxides of metal are basic in nature and oxides of non-metal are acidic in nature. The fifth reaction we had seen is acid with carbonates and bicarbonate. For this purpose, we had performed the activity of calcium carbonate along the reaction of calcium carbonate along with hydrochloric acid, which gives carbon dioxide as a gas, can be detected through the with the help of lime water. In another another topic, we discuss about the salt. Mm, the salts may be of various types like acidic salt, basic salt, neutral salt. Now, when the acidic salts we obtain when we react, when the reaction occurs between a strong acid and weak base, we get acidic salt, and when the weak acid is reacted with a strong base, then we obtain basic salt. And the strength of both when the strength of both acid and salt is same, then we obtain the salt is neutral salt. Weak acid, weak base gives neutral salt. Strong acid, strong base gives neutral salt. The neutrality or acidic or basic strength can be understood or can be understood using pH paper. We also have completed some tables in this chapter. We are also discuss about the water of crystallity, crystallization. What is water of crystallization? Water present inside the crystal is known as water of crystallization. When every crystal structure have water molecules inside of it, when the water present, the crystal show its structure, crystalline structure. But when we heat those crystals, the water molecules come out of the crystal structure and the crystal become powder. It remains no more crystal structure when water come out of the crystal structure. Now we had taken the example of copper sulfate. It is fluvitrol. Copper sulfate contains 5 molecules of water inside of its structure. When we heat it, it becomes the water molecule gets separate and the CaSO4 get white in color. Earlier, along with water, it is blue in color, but when we heat it, it becomes white in color. As we put water in it, it becomes blue in color, and as we heat the blue withdrawal, it becomes white in color. The color of blue and white is only due to the presence of water. When there is water present, it looks like a blue in color, but when there is no water molecule present in the structure, it's look like white in color. This is known as water of crystallization. Now, water molecules present in the gaps of the molecules of crystals can be understood or can be shown in this way. These are the gaps, and blue circles are water molecules, and the red one circles are molecules of the crystal. There are certain examples of crystal: gypsum, copper sulfate, alum, washing soda, green vitriol, blue vitriol, etc. Uh, the next one topic we had discussed is ionic compounds and electrical conductivity. To understand this one, we had performed the activity in which we had taken a salt solution. Through the salt solution, when we dip two conducting electrodes in it and attach its two terminals to the terminals of battery, the current start flowing through it, and it can be detected through the glowing bulb. So the salt solution is a conductor of electricity. Now, why does the current passes through the salt solution? Because salt ions get dissociates into the solution. Because of the dissociation of ions of salt, the current is carried. Further, we had discussed the same topic. To perform the electrolysis process or the electricity passing through the solution, we had taken electrodes. Okay, the ions formation takes place, that is negative ions and positive ions. Positive ions get attract towards the cathode and negative ions attract towards the anode, and current start flowing through the circuit. Dissociation of ions and electrical conductivity. Dissociation takes place of the ion. Due to this only the current passes. Like here is the examples of certain compounds CuSO4. In CuSO4, Cu gets separated from the SO4. Cu positive, SO4 negative. So positive and negative ions conduct the electricity. H2SO4. H2 gets separated from the SO4 ions and positive and negative ions conduct the electricity. Similarly, NaOH also get dissociates into Na positive and OH negative. These positive and negative ions conduct the electricity. Now, the setup of a conduction of electricity through the solution can be seen here. The battery attached, these are the electrodes. The positive electrode is called anode. The negative electrode is called cathode. The positive ions is called cation. The negative ions called anion. The liquid we used for the current carrying conductor, or the liquid we use to carry the current in the solution is called electrolyte. Whatever the liquid we are using to pass the current through the solution is called electrolyte. So these all the terminology, all terms should be known to you. That what is electrolyte, what is electrolyte cell. This all the setup is called electrolyte cell. What is electrolyte? Electrolyte is the liquid. What is electrolytic cell? The setup to carry out the activity is known as electrolytic cell. What is cation? The positive ions formed in the electrolytic solution is known as cation. What is cathode? Cathode is a negatively charged electrode. What is anode? Anode is a positively charged electrode in the electrolytic cell. What is anion? Anion is the negative charge after the dissociation of compounds in the electrolytic cell. Now today we have discussed electrolysis process, electrolysis of copper. It is understood using the activity we had taken the electrolytic solution of copper sulfate, then two electrodes, carbon electrode and copper electrode. The two terminals are attached to the battery. The current starts flowing through it. The electrons coming out of the negative terminal passes through the solution. Ions form. The CuSO4 get dissociates into Cu2 and SO4 negative, and this dissociation carry the current through the solution. The Cu atoms or Cu ions deposited to the cathode electrode. The layer of this copper deposition can be observed. More and more molecules, ions get deposited, the electrode get thicker and thicker. Then we had discussed the reaction taking place at anode and cathode, two electrodes, the setup of electrolytic cell, We have to take a solution as electrolyte, 2 electrodes likewise, and we also discuss the necessary points for the good conductor of electricity through the electrolyte solution is to take the good electrolyte. Which one is the good electrolyte? The one electrolyte is good that dissociates more ions, dissociates into more ions. Maximum the number of dissociated ions, more can be current drawn from the electrolytic solution. We also discussed